Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the live stream of Crypto Mindset. It's been a while. It's been a while of the lives. We've been busy, chilling, bear market, nothing really to discuss, nothing really. We've been basically going sideways, Jomo, for the last, what was it, like 2 months already? We're going sideways in this choppy, pathetic market, so we've been waiting. We've been waiting for the next move. And what do you think? What do you think, man, about the Trump nonsense, about the bollocks of Trump? And now I heard there is another bollocks now. That is like they're not coming into the table. The Iranian. What the f is this rubbish, man?
Man, good to see you, CM. I missed you, man. I missed these lives. Hello to everyone that is watching us right now. Remember to ask the juicy questions. This is for you. Take advantage of this. Ask as many questions as you can. Look, CM, what you said about the BS and nonsense, it is what it is. You know what puts me always, CM, always at awe. Like there's something about the market that sees all these things pre-hand, right? If anyone didn't understand why a Bitcoin, a bear market happened, besides, the 4 year cycle and everything, oh, cheers, CM, cheers. I have my water over here. Cheers.
Everybody, get yourself something to drink, wine or something. It's gonna be a pleasant episode.
Exactly, a pleasant one. But look at this, CM, and I'm going to show everyone, right? So the bear market started supposedly out of nowhere. Please approve my chart. Beautiful. No one understood why a bear market came over here. It seems like everything was bullish news. Everything sounded good. We had DATs over here. We had everyone was supposedly buying. Everything seemed bullish. Price was amazing. But when we went into a bear market, now what always puts me, CM, at awe is that the market sees things before they happen. All right, in a sense, not as a clairvoyant, as if it knows something we don't, but it's pricing in headwind way in advance. And Bitcoin, I think that Bitcoin specifically as an asset is one of the best barometers to understand whether the world is heading into somewhat of good times and when those good times are kind of ending either for a short or longer term kind of bad times. This is something that we need to understand as risk takers and as investors. But and again, this is something most people won't understand. But for me, it's just amazing to see it. Now we have been moving sideways for 2.5 months since beginning of February, after we had these beautiful shorts, right? This was just beautiful, and people are just kind of losing it, not understanding what's happening, right? That's what you asked. What is this BS? Okay, and I will tell you what it is, CM. This is a news-driven market, CM. It's a news-driven market, meaning that right now, what moves the market is huge uncertainty, right? No one really knows how it will pan out, really hard to understand and to kind of gauge what will subside, really volatile type of chop market. And that's what we're seeing in the market. And people are taking off and screaming to God, oh, trying to figure out what's working. What is the best thing to do? And we've been doing it. That's why we have been quiet, right? We did all the shorts that we discussed 2 months ago on the way down. But now the sideways, mostly drinking wine as CMs just did, right? There are times when the best trade is no trade, CM. Okay? Because in the essence, part of making money is not losing it. People think that making money is just generating profits. Okay? But I would argue that the reason why most people fail, CM, is because they generate profits out of luck usually, but then they lose all of it back because they don't know how to just stop, not trade, and not lose. And the thing that actually won in the past month and a half, at least, yes, we had a few winning trades every now and then, right? Peanuts compared to what happened in end of January, right? But it's knowing when to sit on our hands. And that's how we are geniuses right now. What do you think, Sam? What do we see?
Yeah, man. Good one. Good one. I'll show them just the Bitcoin chart where we are. We are now in a very critical area. I want to show them my chart.
Ooh.
This is the no cuts rate cuts charts. Okay, it's, and it shows you the trend line, the bear market trend line here, beautiful trend line going down here. And look what happened right now, my friend. We just got a smack in the face from the trend line. Okay, it didn't tag it, it didn't tag it, but it came to it, and it's coming back down today, kind of bearishly. You can see it's now forming looks like it's trying to form what is called, the engulfing candle, the bearish engulfing candle on the daily. uh, yeah, this thing looks like the a bear flag, man. you know and people are bullish. I was looking on Twitter, man, on X. Everybody are bullish as F. And man, I will not be surprised to see this thing going down to this area, man. Just like it did here. You can see this trend line as well of support. It's like a bear channel that it's really beautiful, man. Really beautiful. Look at this. He did bounce to the trend line, bang, ping pong, down to this trend line, bounce. But you can see the bounces are just sideways garbage. The dumps are the trending move, and people
Yeah.
don't understand. People fail to understand that the trending move is the money. Okay, the big
Yeah.
money is made on the trending move. This is why we've been short oriented since October, since the top. We called
Yeah.
the we told you about the top in these lives. We told you back in the days. You know, people that listened and went short with us or on their own printed, and now smart traders, smart money is waiting for the next triggering event, which will happen once the bear flag will trigger. And we've been waiting. We are waiting. We are waiting. And once it's happening, we're gonna be first to jump into the shorts. So yeah, if you want to join our membership, link below. You can join our service, get all trade alerts and all market updates. Check it out, guys. Amazing place to be in. Let's see, what do we have here. Enjoy your wine. Most of the time, you guys are right. Yeah.
He said wine and mate. This is a mate. How did you know this is a mate cup? I wonder if that dude knows that.
Ah, yeah. It's a mate. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe he's
Maybe he's Argentinian.
maybe
Maybe he's
maybe
Argentinian or Uruguayan.
Alien.
Alien, alien.
Alien. Alien. La parilla. Alien.
La paella.
Eh, Man, okay, guys, if you have any question, drop it
Yeah.
now. We're gonna.
CM, I have something interesting for you because I've been working on my weekly work for members. Okay, I do a weekly market pulse for the members, as you know, and I like to from week to week. I like to go a little bit to zoom out and to see, first of all, what's the predominant trend, which is everything. The trend is your friend, right? This is the one of the most oldest adages in trading, overall and investing. All right, the trend is your friend, meaning you want to trade with the trend. Usually, don't want to fight. The trading and investing graveyard is full of people that try to fight the trend and become intelligent, superior intelligent, just fighting instead of just playing it dumb, simple, riding the trend, right? So the predominant trend, easy peasy, you showed it down, right? But there's something that I like to look is positioning, right? We can look at the positioning in Bitcoin specifically on the futures market, okay? And it tells a story that most people don't look at. I don't share this all the time, but I will share it this time to kind of help paint the story, okay? So, by the way, this is an indicator that I've created. CM, can you remove our videos for just a second, because yeah, thank you very much. So at the top, this is the Bitcoin chart, okay? This is the BTC chart, as you can see. And below, this is the position. This is the indicator that I have created, okay? If anyone wants this indicator, needs to come and join the membership with me and CM. So if you want to, go ahead. But either way, it shows something interesting, CM. Okay, I want you to look specifically at the blues. Okay, and let me kind of show it over here even better. Okay, small specular out, commercials out, only blues. Okay, look from the beginning of the bull market over here. Almost every time the blues were short, all right, is when you had a move up higher in price. Okay, that's where you had the move higher, and every time they kind of went long, you didn't have that. Okay, so when they were short, all right, you could have, my price went up. When they were long, price went down or sideways. They are very much long, and they are getting longer each week. Okay, this is a week candle. Okay, this is going against people thinking that we're actually at a platform that will go up. Now, this is not a 100% indicator, but this is telling you a story. Positioning, okay, futures positioning at least, is showing a story that wants to go down actually. Okay, and most people don't know how to read these things at all. That's what we are here. We're professional traders. We try to make sense out of the noise. Okay, but this is telling very clear picture, CM. Large speculators, which are the blue ones, the blues, are getting even more long, which is to extreme levels we haven't seen in many years, which is not a good sign, right? For people that are hoping that price will recover. And one more thing, Sim, actually, let's show the chart once again, because there's another part to the story over here. At the bottom, I added something here. This is OI. This is open interest. Okay, you can see that open interest has been going down. What does this mean, CM? It means that actually you have less and less people participating. So what's happening, you're building extreme position momentum on less and less open interest, which means even further that what's happening over here is even more extreme than people think. So this is almost a nail in the coffin, in the sense that there's a very high chance we're going to go down. Okay, now this is not a 100% thing. Nothing is 100%. This is trading. That's why we always look at both sides. But if you become a detective, that's what you need to be, CM, right? You know that to be successful, you need to be like a detective. You need to piece in and glue together a lot of different clues, right? If you have the trend is your friend, and you have positioning, right? And you have OY, everything in the favor of down continuation. And on top of that, you kind of look at the noise of what's happening. You you can get a gauge of high probability will continue down at least one more leg. All right, we don't know how much, but at least high probability, and that things are not going to resolve as soon as people might hope. Not saying it's going to dramatically, go worse, but not resolve, which means more pressure to the market, at least in the short term, to kind of finalize this bear market. What do you think, Siam?
Man, most people in crypto these days, they never experienced bear market. Me and you, we've been in two of them already, two brutal ones. And the bear market lasts long time. They last, it drops and then it drops more and more. And then you say, oh, maybe you're gonna bounce now after like 8 months in it or 10 months in it. And then it fizzle and continue down and down and down. The crypto bear markets, they are brutal, man. They are brutal, and people disrespecting the crypto bear markets, and they jump the gun, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, again, jump the gun very, very fast. We're just 5 months into the bear, five-ish months into the bear. Usually crypto bear lasts 12 months, and altcoin bear can last even 3 months, or it can be even to eternity. Your altcoins can go to zero and never come back, you know? And people disrespecting, they buying shitcoins on the way down. They think they're smart. They're buying Bitcoin on the way down. Why? Why? What's the rush? What's the rush, my friend? Trade with the Binance whales. Oh, I want to show you a chart on Bitcoin, man, that marked the bottom so well. I'm giving you now, guys, the best thing in the world
Juice.
for free. Like the video. Do us a favor, like the video. I just want to show you,
Like
man.
the video, comment on the section below.
Look at this. Where is my chart? 1 second, man. Where my chart? Okay. Okay, look. This is actually on my rate card, so that's good. Okay, let me show you 1 sec. Look, if you take the Binance chart, Bitcoin USDT on TradingView, okay, and you take the actually market, you take the volume, the basic volume indicator. Look, you see the Binance whales, okay, on the USDT pair, which is this pair, the Binance Bitcoin USDT pair, is the most highest spot volume for Bitcoin ever. This pair dominate the Bitcoin markets on spot. I'm repeating, on spot. Now, you can see, Jomo, what happened here when the Binance whales start buying, they create
Accumulate.
the bottom. That was the bottom. Okay. They
Yes.
start, you see the volume increase is insane. And look here, nothing. They are not buying, my friend. They are not buying. Okay. So all the people that are rushing, why you rush, man? Go out, light a cigar, and wait for the whales, friend, to come from their yachts and start buying. You don't buy alone, man. The bears will kill you. The bears will kill you. This chart is, look at this, man. Look at it, Jomo. This marked the 2022 bottom. Beautiful, man. Look at this. Look at this volume increase here. Me, I'm gonna start DCAing, okay? I'm gonna start DCAing into Bitcoin. Once this chart will tell me, hey, the whales start buying, CM, wake up, then I'm gonna start DCA. Because, you know, investing and trading shouldn't be that difficult. People have so much emotions, man. Just respect the market cycles. Most people don't understand the market cycle, the 4-year cycle. Respect the market cycles. Buy at the end of the bear market, which is usually the last quarter, and you're gonna end up very well. Or if you want, wait for the new bull market first quarter, which is usually the first quarter of the year, let's say 2027. And just buy, man. Till then, do yourself a favor. Don't buy altcoins. Don't buy altcoins in a bear market. They all going to zero, man. They're all going to zero. And yeah, man.
Look, CM, we noted this in the past, and people don't appreciate this. Um, Crypto is not like it used to be, right? 2017, 18, like 16, 17 bull market was predominantly just a very small asset class. So just a little bit of money could have just spiked, huge price increases, right? It was outrageous. Then in the 2020, 2021 bull market, we had the biggest stimulus checks in the hands of people ever. This created the most liquidity increase in the history of the human kind, and it just created a lot of buying power, right? 2023 to 25 CM, all right, bull market was just, kind of a iffy bull market with almost no liquidity on a huge asset class, just because of almost kind of the AI narrative that drove the stock market also, right? So what I'm trying to say over here is what you said is one thing that we will do. And by the way, CM, people won't, even if they appreciate the 4-year cycle, they won't usually know how to catch it, because it is at the end of the lowest part of the cycle where everything seems bleak, okay? Bleak. And people just sell usually, they don't buy, okay?
Bleak, you mean
And
dead.
dead. I mean, that's where people think everything is dead. They feel dead. Usually it's at those stages people also have the least liquidity, all right? Because financial, things are tight or whatever. It all comes together usually together at the same time. That's why you need to learn and master how to leave dry powder to these times. And also, again, the clues, all right? Understand the clues of how to understand what's about to happen. And a second thing, CM, besides what you said, is stop with romanticizing that one coin will make you foreverly rich. And instead, just learn the power and art of getting in and out of trends of different market leaders, right? Bitcoin has predominantly been a market leader, so that's one thing. But also, each cycle has a couple of others, all right? Maybe five, maybe 10 or so big market leaders that, if you identify well, they can increase, all right, your capital by a tenfold if you just know how to ride the waves. Now, in real time, it's not easy, right? That's what we are here for, right? That's what we try to do here, as freely on YouTube, teach people how to do that, or on the service, whatever they want, right? We give it free here, so they need to either learn a lot, or we can just give them the trades because we know how to identify in the membership, whatever they want to do. We don't mind. That's why we do these lives, for you to get the free things, right? But don't we if you compile these two things, right? Bitcoin as a market leader, but understanding market leaders and riding those waves beautifully without holding, a tiger that was once a tiger and now is dead until it's down. You mastered it, right, CM? But you need to be professional about it.
Yeah, man. Mr. 440 Buck, shout out to you, man. Cheers, man. Man, introduce yourself. What's up? What are you doing? Are you trading or are you investing? What are you doing in this market?
I wonder where most people are from our viewer count. So anyone that is watching right now, do us a favor, let us know where you're from on this planet Earth, and how are you feeling about the near-term future. Are you optimistic? Are you pessimistic? Just like a poll.
Yeah, Mr. Allen saying he's waiting to out according to our prediction. I'm not experienced trading. One day, if I have capital, join VIP. I'm investing in Caspa. All right, man. Let's look on Caspa. Hopefully, you get a lot of money, man. Let's see, Bitcoin. That's Caspa. Wait.
By the way,
Okay.
his name is Alien, not Alan.
Oh,
And
sorry, man. I
and
don't see
he
anything.
said he said VRP, which
Yeah, it's
means very rare people. I'm just kidding.
yeah. Look, this
Very
is
rare people.
that's Caspa, okay,
Yeah.
and it's bearish as fuck. Really, you don't want to be investing in Caspa. I will tell you my 2 cents. You don't want to be investing in Caspa now because there is a risk of more downside. Okay, man. Really, I'm just telling you what the chart is saying. This is not looking good. Okay, it's actually I think I'm going to short it here. I think it's on my short candidates, and if it's on my short candidates, you really don't want to invest in it. Okay, now you want to wait for maybe another drop or two, or maybe sideways. You want sideways, man? Don't wait for the market to go sideways for many months, then invest in the sideways range if it's your cup of tea. We are going to buy the breakout of the range because that's what we do. We buy breakouts. But if you really want to invest, just wait or for the Bitcoin bear to be over or for Caspa to form a significant market bottom, sir. Don't buy now. Don't buy on the way down because let's say now it's on 30, whatever, 30. Let's say it's on 003. You never know. In a couple of months, it can be on 0005. Okay. It's an altcoin. Okay. So if you throw, let's say, for example, 100K here investing, you can buy with the same 100K here 6 times the amount that you buy now. Okay. So you don't want to be, rushing into investing. You want to know when to invest. And really, that's my 2 cents on Caspa. Again, I'm going to be watching Caspa. I'm watching Caspa for the next bottom. But investing now is not, in my opinion, not a smart thing to do. Better keep the cash and maintain the cash and invest in the cash. Okay. Try to get more cash into your investing bucket. Grow your capital, grow your cash. Cash is king. Cash is king, man. And people don't understand that cash is legendary now, especially now when the oil is pumping. there is a risk of a recession. There is very bad bearish clouds on this, on the whole US markets, the stock market, the economy. Everything is bearish. Inflation is coming, creeping up, Jomo. Inflation is creeping up. You see it in the eggs prices, petrol prices. Everything is expensive. Real estate prices all around the world, whether you live in Europe, South Africa, South America, this
South Africa.
everything going nuclear up. Okay, so that's inflation. All the goods, the food, you want to buy food, man. It's expensive. Okay, like, and people buying fake assets. No, man, this is not the time to buy. Again, I'm not saying Caspa is fake. I like Caspa. I love Caspa. I'm just saying in general. I call all of them fake risk assets. If you buy risk assets when you should be accumulating cash, okay, cash, you're doing a big mistake, because the smart money is accumulating cash. Okay, you know Warren Buffett been sitting out of the markets already since 2023 because he see a major parabola, that a bubble. That's why when people see a big bubble that about to pop, smart people are cashing out before the bubble pop. Okay, they're not cashing out after the bubble pop. They anticipate the bubble pop, or they see the danger and they move into cash. Now, sorry for the rant, but anyway, cheers to you, Mr. Alien.
CM, I always have the analogy, okay, of, a party, okay? There's a party out there, um, and you don't want to arrive early, okay? Now, the reason you don't want to arrive early to a party is because, A, if you arrive early, they can ask you for help. Hey, if you're already here, maybe you can, move the chairs, help cook the food, maybe put in, the lights. You don't want to be helping with the lights in a party, right? That's one risk. And second risk is that the party might be wrong, okay? Meaning that you might have thought that the party is going to be a huge party and successful party, but you come in early, you help with the furniture, and you wait, and all of a sudden no one arrives. Hence, price action never confirms that your view on an asset was true. Okay, so what we do is, yeah, we identify, assets might be in an accumulation phase when they appear to be okay, and then we wait for a confirmation, right? We wait for, if I get back to the party analogy, we wait to see or get a call from a friend. Hey, we're in this party. This party is amazing. You got to come to the party, right? And then we got the confirmation. For us, the confirmation in the market is price action breaking out at specific levels, or a catalyst, or whatever happens in the price action, which higher the probability of getting into renewed move up in price. Okay, this is priceless. You don't want to bet on you choosing an asset before it actually confirmed, because then you are at risk of being wrong and losing the opportunities of other assets that were actually confirming and breaking out into new levels. That's a huge differentiator of what you need to do and what most people do, CM. That's why only a few percentage of people actually succeed. And this is what I always say to people. If you want to succeed in the markets, you need to think differently than the 95% of people that fail, all right? You think differently than the 95% of people that fail. And what most people do is try to buy the bottom of things. All right, if that's what most people do and you want to do the opposite, then don't do what most people do, because most people fail in the markets. Do you get what I'm trying to say over here, people? Okay, these are all the golden nuggets. And hey, CM, we repeat what we preach, right? We don't invent new things every time. People that are, long term our followers and audience, they know that we are very consistent with the things that we preach, okay? And that we also live and abide by those principles, because these are the principles that made us successful. What do you have here? Husky Lover 72, CM, the Husky Lover. He's saying stocks will crash tomorrow. BTC back under 70%. We have a clairvoyant, CM. He has a
Well,
crystal ball.
it can happen. Can definitely
Of course
happen.
it can happen. Of course it can happen.
We'd love it to happen, man. We'd
We
love
would
it to
love
happen.
it. You know why he's saying it? Because the talks apparently have come to an end, and the United States created a blockade on the Straits of Hormuz. So now people are kind of, oh, now we're going to go down, or whatever, right? That's why the market is very choppy, because at one moment people think, oh, we're going to go down. The other good news, market driven news, up, down, up, down. Wait for a clear confirmation before you take. You can have all the opinions you want to, but you don't need to actualize and make actionable, actions based on opinions. You need to make actions based on edge and confirmations.
Yeah. By the way, he says that the market will crash. Actually, make very sense because
Mhm.
the whole gap up insane pump happened on the fake Iran peace bullshit.
Yeah,
So that's whole fake nonsense. If it's actually if they actually fail to come into the agreement or whatever, or the ceasefire is over, this whole thing will be easily do something like that. uh, and that will be beautiful. That will be brutal and beautiful.
beautiful. I would brutal. I would love to see that, man.
Man,
I would love.
man,
And if it
it
doesn't happen tomorrow, it can happen in 2 days, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
in some Telegram groups just to kind of keep tabs on what happens, and they are saying that supposedly, you know, Iran is planning to attack Israel actually, and kind of a surprise attack, because
Oh man.
Israel, Israel has kind of shamed them twice, I guess, or something like that. How Middle Eastern people, they have all these, so I don't know. Anyways, so if that happens, that can be a big shock to the market. And even if Israel do a preemptive attack on that, that's going to be bad also, right? So a lot of potential bad news can happen. But then again, then after 2 or 3 days, you can have some good news. So that's why the volatility is really, been winning lately in the market, and people need to have a lot of patience.
Yeah, man. We'll see tomorrow. Gonna be interesting. Also, the crude oil. We'll see how it
Yeah.
will how it will behave. If it pump, look down below, my friend. Bitcoin is going down, 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 my friend. Down, down we go. Yeah, man. We love a big Bitcoin short. A big short, man, to hold it. Just close it on the 40,000.
Yeah, yeah, that will be amazing. But then
Yeah.
again, we can get really bullish news all of a sudden. So, me and you, the thing is that we have a view, right? We have a thesis, we have trades, we build scenarios, that's the thesis, and we build potential trades for each scenario. We don't just, you know, play it by ear or whatever. We actually build scenarios and we build potential trades for each scenario that pans out. Why? Why do we do that, CM? Because we appreciate the fact we don't know the future. We can only try and speculate about what the future will look like, and we need to have potential trades for either scenario to pan out. Because we can actually have something like war raging again, and prices all of a sudden will go up, and we don't know why, right? It
Yeah.
can happen, CM.
Yeah.
Things like this happen in the market, right? What do
Can
we
happen.
do? Are we going to cry to the Lord and say, oh my God, I thought it's going to go down, but it went up? No, we're going to execute. We're going to see strength in the market. We're going to execute some long trades that we have piled and stacked because we planned for the scenario. Okay. And that's something that took us a lot of years to kind of learn, but it's part of what we do.
Mr. STB7479. He wants Zebek short-term analysis and entry points. Well, let me tell you what. Let me tell you what I'm watching. Okay, let me take a clean chart here. Look, this thing is not looking good, my friend. It broke out the downward trend, yes, but it's now hovering and it failed to break the 200-day MA. For me, if it breaks above the 200-day MA, I have a little position with a stop here at the moment, but I might add to my position here. If it's coming back down below that 24 area, it's probably cooked, my friend, and it's going to be a bear flag, which will crush the fuck out of this scam coin. Okay, so for me, I'm going to maybe enter a short here, maybe on the breakdown of the flag, maybe if it will be not so volatile and juicy. Or I might add here. At the moment, I have a little position. I have a stop here. Uh, Hope it cover your question. I'm not investing in a downward trend. If you're looking for like investing, I don't know. I'm not investing. In shit coins. I'm trading them. At the moment, it's not looking good, man. It failed to break the 200-day MA. The 200-day MA cooked it, uh, and I was repeating to all the Zebek army about the 200-day MA in my last videos. So yeah, man, it's stay the same. Exactly how what I said back then. It's the same, man. It's cooked.
You know, something interesting, just kind of, again, you know how we like to kind of speculate and, build kind of scenarios. If all of a sudden things change, for example, I've seen things like this happen where you had this kind of bucket here, which was the low, potentially, right? Of um,
Can't hear you, man. Fix your audio. We can't hear you. Guys, tell me if you hear Jomo in a comment if you can, or hear me or anything.
you don't hear me, CM?
Now I hear you. Now I hear you.
Ah, we took too long of a vacation of the of the lives. Anyways, just to cut a long story short, ZBCN, if the market all of a sudden, turns bullish, a scenario that happens sometimes is, a box like this that is kind of the low over here and then builds a sideways accumulation that can break out. Now, this is just one scenario that if you are a ZBCN lover, investor, army, you need to build for potentially panning out, right? But as CM said, this is only one scenario, and another one can be a failure to go up and actually continues going down. What do you do if this happens? I don't know. If you're holding ZBCN, have you planned a scenario where this happens? If not, then you're not an investor. You're just a hoper, right? And you need to stop just hoping and actually have some, plans and contingency plans and executions. A lot of investors here, and we know that, right? We don't need to bash them, don't know how to be investors. They just think that if you read, a white paper, watch a bunch of YouTube videos, and you buy.
Again, your audio is cooked or something. Um, Anyway, yeah, the ZBCN, man, you don't want to continue what he's saying. It is in a clear downtrend, very strong downtrend. You don't want to be investing again. If you trade the bounce, cool, man, trade it. Put stops, put take profits, but don't invest. In my opinion, again, not gonna tell you what to do, but I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing. I'm not investing in ZBCN now. Okay, I'm not going to invest in any altcoin till the Bitcoin bottom or till I see the altcoin made a complete uh, significant market bottom for multiple months and it's coming out of it and starting its own bull market and my indicators will flash bull market for this altcoin, then I'm gonna be maybe investing. For me, investing is a swing trade for a year, 2 year. That's how I see investing. Everything is a trade. You gotta be defining your exit point if it goes against you, if your thesis was wrong, if the coin is at the end of the day it came up to be a rug pull or a scam or a fraudulent nonsense, or the founder banged Vitalik mommy and now everybody is chasing him and he ran away to, to Kazakhstan, or maybe he ran away to the Bahamas. Crypto is full of these rug pull stories, projects going away out of nowhere, and that's why you don't invest in crypto, only in Bitcoin. And also Bitcoin, anything you invest, you gotta have a stop. Jomo, people think investors don't use stops. The best investors, the investors from the stock market, they use stops to protect themselves. They have stops um, to protect themselves. Okay,
Yeah,
if it's not a hard stop, it's a mental stop that they know, okay,
exactly.
it's going down now. Okay, I think I'm going to cut it out on this price point. Okay. But people in crypto, they so believe in this space. I don't understand how they can believe in this scammy space. So much fraudulent behavior in one space. It's the most Ponziest, scammy market ever created. It's more Ponzi than the tulip bubble in the Netherlands, or whatever, man. Or the Jordan Belfort, Ponzi scheme, in the Wolf of Wall Street story. This market
Yeah.
is so scammy, man. Like every stupid baby boy can come up with a white paper from his toilet and create a coin. Hey, look at
Yeah.
me. This is the coin. It's called Dogecoin. No, you know what? Dogecoin is okay. It's called Fart Coin. I just farted it on when I took a shit, and that's it. Enjoy, guys. And then people are like buying. All right, you want to buy it in a bull market, you want to trade it in a bull market. Cool, we're doing it well. We trade all the scam coins, but we don't believe them, man. We do not believe anything in crypto. The,
No.
the most important rule in crypto: believe nothing.
Nothing. Don't believe
Only
the story whatsoever.
only believe in the digit you see on the accounts, on your account on the exchange. If you have you see $10,000, $100,000, believe in that and maintain it going up. Okay, that's the only thing you really care about.
100%. And by the way, Sim, just to add on what you said, some people are going to kind of say, no, not everyone uses stop loss or whatever. They, let's make it a bit, more constructive. They have an invalidation point. Okay. Some people like us, CM, we use stop losses, we put them on the exchange. Some people, they have a thesis. Oh, the war is about to happen. I'm going to go short on the war. And then if the war goes to peace, I'm going to cover it, right? They have a thesis kind of thing. But they have an invalidation point. All right. If you don't have, we believe in very tight stop loss. That's our strategy. But if you don't have a somewhat of an invalidation point and you just believe that it will go up and that's it, you're cooked. That's it. You are cooked because you don't have a way to just say, I was wrong and move on to the next thing. Because people just think they are right, and that's it,
all the
CM.
all those people that thought we're going to 150,000, 200,000, 250,000, and they told us, nah, we're not gonna break below 100,000, and they told us, no, it's not a bear flag, it's not going below 80,000 again, never.
Exactly.
And then it's going down to 60, and then they told you, oh, we're never going down below 60. Hell yeah, we're going down below 60, my friend. And they're all cooked, man. Jomo, they're all cooked. All of them are cooked. All the big influencers, they the big influencer, it's funny. Now that's in a bear market, they flipped their content on YouTube to something else. Now they're not doing crypto YouTube, or they open another account. They're doing now healthy style, advices, or whatever bullshit they come up with, man. I saw a few influencers, ex crypto influencers, that are now and influencers about health, like wellness.
Biohacking.
Yes, yes. And I'm like, oh boy, oh boy. Now, this is funny, man. This is funny.
Happens over and over. Same, same same issues, different people, whatever, man. Those those are just influences. What else do we have? Do we have any other questions, or we are about to wrap it up, CM?
Man, it's I have the toilet, man. I need to blow my nose from time to time, you know. So yeah,
It is a good question, CM. It is a very good question. You always have
I
a
hope,
good
man.
set of toilet paper,
I
man.
I have my house. I'm allergic. I'm allergic to dust, man. I always have dust in my house. So, and before the lives, I always bring the white paper as well, the toilet paper, because I love the white paper joke. You know, I
Yes.
love it, man. I
It's a good prompt.
I love it, man. It just show, the reality of the white paper. You know, it's all bunch of crap. You know,
Yeah.
yeah, man.
CM, in this bear market, I heavily suggest people do this. Learn, all right? It's all about learning and following the right people to learn. For example, CM, I started learning jujitsu, all right? I learned, classic boxing. I know how to box, did that for 5 years. Now I'm a father. I have my hands are a bit wounded. So I want to do something less of, boxing style. I'm going to do jujitsu. Do you think I'm going to go to jujitsu and I'm going to start trying to grapple with, the black belts, trying to, no, I'm going to start, I'm going to build my knowledge base, what is what, my basics, and build on top of that. So at one point, I will know that I will be able to kind of submit one of the black belts. It's going to take time. I'm not going to jump the gun on a black belt, right? Most people think the market is a joke. They come, and this is the funny thing, they won't buy a beer at $8 because it's not $5, because 8 is expensive, but they're going to throw their hard-earned savings on a shit coin, just as if it's a roulette thing. Oh yeah, I'm going to bet $1,000. You don't even buy a beer at $8 because it's expensive. They think the market is a joke. All right, this is my message. Use this bear market, all right, as time to learn. My suggestion: join our membership, because it's there where we have all our learning materials, okay? And you see us trading in real time. We do market updates, we do our trade signals, and you can actually go in the past and watch all the trades we have taken, very successful trades. How do we navigate different types of stages of markets, and how we do it professionally? And then you can learn how to be on your own. Okay, and you don't have to. If you want to come and copycat, that's also one thing you can do. But use this, because the bear market will end. Me and CM, we're gonna smash the bear market like we always do, and then a renewed bull market is going to happen. And we're not going to be those people that are going to wait for confirmation. I always tell about one of my members that said, you know what, Jomo, I'm going to wait for 72. It was before we broke $70,000. He said, we were at 20,000. He said, I'm going to wait for a confirmation above 70,000 that we're in a new bull market. He waited, right? While we were smashing AI coins, meme coins, Naka, Caspa, we were smashing and smashing. Don't be one of those. If you really want to make it in the next bull market, you need to build your foundation now. All right? Come, we invite you, join our VIP. Join the elite VIP if you have 6 figures and above, because we're really going to hammer this message down for you. We're going to save you from yourself, put you in the right path, okay? Scan the QR code. We will see you there. Now is the best time for you to do it. When things are bleak, bear market, we will make sure we have time for you more now also to kind of answer questions, right? So
Yeah, bear
be sure
market
to
is
come.
the best time to join and to build your mental capital, and then also
Exactly.
to build your capital. In a bear market, people think, you cannot make money. It's total bullshit, man. We are making
Yes.
money in a bear market. We're gonna keep growing on our accounts in a bear market. As most market participants are losing everything and quit, we're just gonna grow our accounts, and then once the Bitcoin will bottom, we're going to invest in Bitcoin and start trading long, you know, bullish altcoins that coming out of nowhere that no one is watching, and we love them. These unpopular coins, or under the radar coins that no one is watching.
Exactly.
They go in 10x once Bitcoin start a new bull market. They go in 10x in 1 month. Most people will never find these coins. We have them all on the radar, waiting for the moment. So really, do yourself a favor. Join us. See you in the next, guys. Have a great day and like the video. Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.